Hey, I'm Davis Hammond with Loud Light. Here's what happened in the 9th week of the 2022 Kansas legislative session. The lawsuit challenging the new congressional redistricting maps as unconstitutional gerrymandering that predetermines the outcome of elections is now scheduled to go to trial in 3 weeks beginning April 4th at the Wyandotte County Courthouse. Meanwhile, state Senate maps were just introduced and a public testimony deadline set for Monday morning. This appears to be a repeat of the rushed, secretive process used to pass the congressional maps. Despite large public opposition, a Senate committee passed a bill blocking transgender girls from playing sports beginning in elementary school. The bill, which may subject children to genital inspections, is now headed to the Senate floor for a vote, where Senate President Masterson has suggested he has the votes to pass it and override a governor's veto. Janet Stanek was confirmed as the state's new health secretary, with only 5 dissenting votes after months of contentious hearings where Republican senators, particularly conspiracy-driven senators such as Thompson and Stephan, grilled Stanek about how they don't believe the state should encourage immunizations and don't think health secretaries should consider public health information from the Center for Disease Control and Prevention. The Senate Judiciary Committee approved a bill that would effectively ban mask mandates from being used during any future public health crisis and remove immunization requirements in schools. An effort to call a national convention of the states under Article 5 of the U.S. Constitution failed to reach the 2/3 supermajority vote in the House, coming up 8 votes short. There's been a Republican push across the country to call a convention despite no one knowing exactly how the process would work or if the topics could be restricted. There were some conservative disagreements because the convention could result in things like changing the Second Amendment. The Senate Judiciary Committee passed out 2 different state constitutional amendment proposals that seek to abolish the nonpartisan selection of Kansas Supreme Court justices during the low turnout August election, which is already a special election to amend the Constitution to allow legislators to ban abortion. A different committee passed a constitutional amendment to make it more difficult for legislators to adjust tax policy. These are just a few of the many constitutional amendment proposals senators have been floating around to solidify their ideology in the Kansas Constitution. There's a ton happening in the State House as this coming week is the final week for most committees to meet. There's a lot of noise, but we'll get a picture of what ideas may become law over the next couple weeks. Thanks for sharing and donating. Stay tuned, stay engaged, and until next time, thank you so much, Kansas.